What's going on, family? Hope everyone's having a great day, great night, wherever you're watching this from. Really quick, privacy. It is what all of us have. Privacy is one of the most important things in our life. We want to make sure that our phones are encrypted. We want to make sure that we're on a good network. We want to make sure that none of our information is leaked. But what do you do when your privacy is broken? What do you do when no longer do you have privacy in your relationship? Now, this is something that I've talked to a lot of couples about, and you know, we've all been here, we've all experienced things or whatever. When you're in a committed relationship, there is not really any privacy. And what I mean by that is that, yes, your phone is your phone. You can do what you want to do. You can talk to whoever you want to talk to. But even within that privacy that you have to understand that what you do and who you talk to affects your relationship. What do you do when infidelity, when cheating, when you entertain other people? Do you still have that privacy? Do you feel that you're still entitled to that privacy? Or do you give up your privacy for the sake of your relationship, to save your marriage, to save your relationship, so that now you can build back trust? You see, when trust is broken, everything else in your life is completely turned upside down. What you all have built throughout the years and everything that you have experienced and everything that you have gone through, it seems like it doesn't matter to the person that's affected by what has taken place. Now, we've all been there, whether we have done it physically or we've done it emotionally. When it comes to stepping outside of our relationships and our marriages, we're all guilty of it. But we have to be able to make sure that we maintain the integrity of what we have for the sake of what we want with the person that we're trying to build. So that privacy is no longer, you don't have the privacy no more. Once you get in a committed relationship, once you get in a marriage, that privacy is like open. In other words, what I have is yours, what you have is mine. You can jump on the laptop, whatever you want. My phone is right there, you can answer it. You know, my mother called, whoever called, answer the phone for me. Send this person a text or whatever. There's nothing to hide. The problem is that we get in relationships and we want to hide everything, and we still want to talk to everybody. And we wonder why the person that we're involved with has so many issues with us, because we're so private in our life and we're so private with our phone. Our phone goes on do not disturb when we're in their presence. And the phone, the text messages that come in, you know, it's just too suspicious. And we have to be able to understand, you all, that we cannot live a double life. We cannot play both sides of the fence and expect for our relationship and our marriage to last. And just because they did it doesn't give you a right to do it. And this is what happens all the time in relationships. One person steps outside the relationship. One person entertains somebody else. And they're saying, well, shoot, they doing it. I might as well go ahead and do it. But at some point, you have to realize that either you want the relationship or you don't want the relationship. And I know it takes time to forgive. It takes time to heal. It takes time to go through the process with everything else that we have to go through within our marriages and our relationship. But in order for us to be able to build, there is no privacy. We need to be open and honest. We need to be just upfront with what we're dealing with. We need to be upfront with the people that are still trying to inbox us in our DMs. We need to just talk about all that stuff, because you don't need nobody coming after you because of what somebody else is doing or what somebody else is saying. Because right now, there are so many things that are happening right now within your life and within their life, that if you all don't talk about the issues that you have, it's not going to do anything but drive a wedge between the both of you all. And so we have to be careful, you all. There's no reason for your phone to be on Do Not Disturb at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. There's no reason why they shouldn't know about your whereabouts. There's no reason why when they call, you shouldn't answer. There's no reason, you know, and these are the things that happen in relationships. And we try to figure out, why are people doing this? Because some people just want to live a double life. They want to be in a relationship, they want to be in a marriage, and they want to do whatever they want to do. And then when this happens, you have people coming around, because I hear this all the time. I don't believe in love no more. I don't believe nobody can be faithful. I don't believe a man can be faithful to me. I don't believe a woman can be trustworthy, because every time I get involved with somebody, they hurt me. They're still dealing with their side guy, and they still dealing with the side dude. They still dealing with the ex. They still talking to this person. They're dealing with the baby daddy. They don't know how to put them in check. This is the issues that we deal with. But the problem is, you all, is that we don't want to talk about the issues that we deal with. The only time we want to talk about things is when it goes south. We don't want to deal with it when we start seeing things coming right at us. Say, okay, let's sit down and talk about this. Let's address this issue. Let's not push it to the side and think that it's going to go away because now you want to ignore it. Ignoring it is not going to deal with it. So be honest with you all. You're in a relationship, you're in a marriage, there's not really any privacy. If you want to be private, be single. The more private you are, the much more issues you're going to have, because what's going to do is going to create, in other words, it's a mindset of being single, because a person that's single, they can do whatever they want to do. They ain't got to answer to nobody. The problem is when people are single and they get in a relationship, they don't prepare themselves to get in a relationship, because what happens is they're still dealing with multiple people and talking to everybody. And then when they get in a relationship, they don't know how to adjust to that lifestyle of them just dealing with that one person. And so this right here creates a big issue when it comes to privacy, because now their emotions and their feelings and their thoughts and their happiness, notice I said happiness, they feel like their happiness is them dealing with multiple people, and that doesn't do anything but confuse them. It's an emotionally, it drains you emotionally, it drains you spiritually, it drains you physically, because now you're trying to juggle all these different patterns and emotions that you have within yourself when you can only be committed to one person and one person only. So I need you all to think about that. If privacy is important in your life, then you don't need a relationship, and definitely don't even be looking to get married, because there ain't no privacy in marriage. Ask your grandmama, ask your mama, ask your uncles. I promise you, ain't no privacy. All right? So, need y'all to think about that. Last but not least, always remember, there's a moment in your life, God is big in this moment, and that's the reason why we got to continue to press. But bless a wonderful day.